Hey there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and whoops, trying to fix my light here. Oh, then I messed the whole thing up. Anyway, and I have a card today that I'm calling a double Z fold card, and I think that's what it's called because it has the two Z's in there like that. But anyway, it looks like this. But before I get started, I want to give a big shout out to two demonstrators. Mary McCannon, who's a dear friend of mine and on my team, she did mystery stamping, and that's where I made the card, and I thought it turned out really cute, and so I thought, yay, but without Mary's mystery stamping, I would have never made the card. So anyway, thanks to Mary McCannon out there. And then also thanks to Melanie Hyde. Now, she's a fellow demonstrator, and she's the one, she had this flower on one of her cards that she shared on a demonstrator Facebook page. So thank you so much. And so what would we do without our fellow demonstrators, right, to give us ideas and inspiration like that? And to become a demonstrator, if you're interested in anything like that, right now through the end of May, so we got to hurry, there's a special. You pay $99 for the starter kit, or else that's the join to join, but then you get $125 worth of products of your choice. Then you try it out and see what you think. It's not much. It's like $300 a quarter to maintain your demonstratorship. That's in the US. Or you just hold a class and have customers place orders, and then you get the discount and have fun, meet tons of new people. It's just a great thing. I think being a demonstrator is more than just buying stamps and pushing them on others. You just create a family with all the people that I've met through Stampin' Up. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. I'll quit talking. Let's go ahead with the card. So we're going to use two of the stamp sets, two of, I think, my favorites, although you've probably heard that before, out of the new annual catalog. And to me, I think these should be sold as a bundle because look how cute they're going to work together. So those are the two stamp sets we're going to use. And then I have my list here of the paper sizes. But if I screw up, be sure and go to my blog, Be Creative with Kathy, and all the correct measurements will be on there. So I'm going to start with some Whisper White cardstock. This is, oh, see, I already forgot my measurements. 4 1/4 by 3, 2 1/2 by 3, and both of these are 2 1/2 by 3. And then I just have a scrap. And we're going to start by stamping on these real quick. So with this stamp set here, I'm going to use this A Happy Hello to You, and hoping your birthday is filled with all the best. And I'm going to use some early espresso ink. So I'll take our just A Happy Hello to You. And I think I want it down here in this corner this time, and I'll show you, well, it doesn't even matter. We'll set it right here. I'm going to try to get it straight. I'm going to just hold it there gently, let the ink sink in, make sure I don't rock it. And look how nice that looks. Nice job, Kathy. Okay, and then on this little piece here, I'm going to take those words that say, hoping your birthday is filled with the best things. And I want to make sure that this is my 3-inch side here, and this is 2 1/2, because it's going to go that way. And I think I stamped it crooked. Let's see. Oh, nope, you know what? I think that's fine. Okay, we're done with the early espresso. I'm going to bring in some Bumblebee. This is a new in color. No, I think it's an old in color. It's an in color. And let me grab a scrap of paper here, because I don't want to stamp on my work surface. And then in the corner of this one, oh, and you know what? I'm missing a stamp. I want to bring in this half circle sunshine stuff. Let me put that on a block. Oh, there we go. But I'm going to stamp up this, or ink up this circle, stamp it off, and then just stamp it in this corner here. And then on my other piece, I think I'm going to stamp off again here, and then stamp it down here in this corner. There we go. And then with this one, I'm not going to stamp off. I want this one to be dark, but I'm just going to line it up with that one. And look how cute that little sunshine is. And then do the same thing with this one. And then it looks like that. Okay, I think we're all done. Nope, we got one more. Oh, and I shouldn't put, we're just going to start with the Bumblebee here on a piece of, just a scrap of basic white. I'm going to ink that up and stamp it off again and stamp it down. Okay, and I already, that's not right. I want to bring in, wasn't thinking, I need a circle, so I'm going to use my layering circle dies, and I believe it's the smallest one. Yep, it's the smallest one here. And bring in my die cut machine. I got the little mini here because we just need a circle real quick. I'll take that. Take my white cardstock. Almost messed that one up and stamped on the wrong. Then I would have just fussy cut it, no big deal. But here, we're going to just cut out a little circle here. Trust me, the dies will cut out a better circle than I could ever fussy cut. So, there we go. Now, on this little circle, we're going to stamp this little happy face. And like I said, these are just the layering circle dies, and it covers the whole thing. I'll probably need a little bit of help here with my pierce tool to get that off. There we go. And then, with that early espresso, we're going to just give him a little face. Ink that up again. Get that right about there. Look how cute that is. And then with this little tiny circle, all of these are just part of the stamp set. I'm going to just give him some cute little cheeks. And this color is the Magenta Madness. Now here on my sample card, I used polished pink, but then I found a really nice scrap of Magenta Madness for my flower petals, so I decided to use the Magenta Madness on its cheeks as well. Okay, so we're gonna just set that all aside, and then let's do some more die cutting. Let's see where we start. So I have a scrap here of just Granny Apple Green, and I have my favorite dies, this pierced blooms, looks like this, and I'm gonna just cut out this set of leaves and this little stem here. Bring my die cut machine back in. Where did my plates go? Way over here. Okay, lay my paper on there. I dropped it. Lay my paper on there. Lay my little dies right here. Okay. So on top, I'll just run it through there again. There we go. And then while we're at it, while we're getting pieces and parts, here's that piece of Magenta Madness and the standard daisy. Now I know we have a small or a medium daisy punch and then just a daisy punch. This is actually the daisy punch. So I guess you'd call it the standard or the regular. I don't know, it's not called the large, but it's definitely not the medium. So there we go. If you're interested in seeing all the supplies that I use at my cards, that too will be on my blog, Be Creative with Kathy, and you can get the measurements and all the supplies and everything in one place. Okay, so there's my little flower stem. Let's see if we can get, oh, and the leaves fell right out too. Nice. Okay, so now we have our little parts. Let's go ahead and assemble our flower. First thing I'm going to do is just take some tape runner, some seal, and put that right in the center and layer these two so we have one nice pretty full flower. And then I'm going to kind of cheat, and I'm going to bring in my adhesive sheets, and I have one piece here that just has a little strip. I don't know if you can see, but just this little strip is less of it has adhesive on it. And on the front of my stem here, I'm going to kind of just lift that release paper up and lay, and like I said, I'm putting it on the front of my leaf, just on the stem, like that. Whoop, and then peel that off. Take looking at. Now he has really strong adhesive right there on the front. And since I stamped my greeting this way, I want to make sure my stem goes this way. I'm going to just tape him or adhere him right to the back of my stem, just like that. Then I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom. Well, first let's put a dimensional on the back of this. And that's what's going to hold my flower together. I'm going to put the stem on the back of my flower right here and hold it down with that dimensional, like that. And now I'm going to put, well, I'm going to take that dimensional release paper off, and I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom of my stem, so that when I put it on my card, I'll only have adhesive where I want it, and it's going to be really sticky. So lay that down, get some adhesive just on the back of my stem. Now my dimensional stuck to my finger. There we go. And take that off. And then lay that little flower. Now be careful, because this has glue and it might stick to your surface. Really, we should have put the silicone mat under there, but I'm going to just lift it up and kind of lay that down. And so now look how that's really stuck to my card. It's not going to be flimsy or hanging off or anything. And then just with paper snips, I'll snip that down right there. So now we have our little flower all stuck to our paper and ready to go. Okay, then on this face, well, and before I go any further, let's go ahead and adhere these to the base of our card. So I have 2 pieces of cardstock. This is just a half a sheet of Misty Moonlight, and it is scored at 5.5 right there, and then at 2 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and open that score line, and then take this other score line at 2 3/4 and fold it back this way. So now I have, let me make sure I have it right. Nope, I have it back. Yeah, like that. So it's going to look like that. There's our Z right there for the base of our card. Probably didn't make any sense. Then I'm going to do the same thing. This is a piece of Bumblebee, and it's scored at 5.5 and 2 3/4 also. And I'm going to fold it back the same way. And now, to be honest with you, I'm not sure I have this the right fold, but I can fix it when I go to put it on here. So we want to have the long part. You'll see the long part here of the fold line at the bottom on the card base, and then on the layer you want that long part at the top. So it ends up looking like this. This is the long part between the folds, and then here is the long part between the folds. That makes sense? Probably not. Okay, let's go ahead and adhere this to this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, now see, this is the long part, so I've just folded it and turned it over like this, and I'm going to put adhesive all over the back of just this bottom piece here. So see what I've done now? I've just put adhesive, and I think you can see it just along here. Then I'm going to take this and put it in center on my card here. Make sure it's straight, and then press that adhesive down here. So now really it's only stuck right here. And the reason I did that is because now I need to put adhesive up here, but only on the top part of this long piece. And this way I can see, now I can put adhesive here. Well, maybe I can't. Yes, I can. Oh, okay, I can put adhesive here. There we go. And then some adhesive here. My tape is almost out, so we'll see if I can put, there we go, adhesive here. And then I know that it's going to be stuck down, there we go, really well right here. And then it looks like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up our card. I'm going to take this piece, a little bit more adhesive, if I still have some left in my roll. And I don't think I have a refill here either. We'll make it work. And lay this right here. This white piece layers here nicely. Just like that. This piece is going to fit on the next. Right here. And then last, this is where you would write your greeting. We're going to put this on the bottom here. Oh, tons of tape. We've made it through the whole video and I didn't run out. Yay. And put this here. Then on the back of my little smiley face with just one dimensional in the center, although you could do more if you want to, we're going to lay that right in the center of our flower. And I did that last so that way you know which way you want it to face. If you want it to be up and down, or if you want it to be a little bit crooked, you could put your face any way you wanted it. But look how cute that card is. And then last thing I'm going to do is take some of these, what are these called? Artisanry Bloom sequins. And I like this light kind of blue. I think they might be Coastal Cabana. But I'm going to just add some of those, just splatter those on where it looks good. Let's do a big one down here. And then I want to do a couple more in here. And there you go. Oops, out of focus. So it looks just like that. Here, let me turn it this way you can see the whole card. And look how cute that is. Like I said, if you need the measurements, be sure and visit my blog. That's becreativewithkathy.com. The list of supplies and all of the measurements, like I said, for the card will be on there. Now, the last thing I want to tell you is that this die set is in a bundle right now with the stamp set, and it's in the mini catalog that looks like this. And right now you can get the stamp set and the dies at 10% off as a bundle, but in the annual catalog, it's not a bundle. They're not offered at that 10% discount. So be sure and check out the, let me find that paper here, the last chance list from the mini catalog. And a lot of the stuff is 50% off. So if you like a good sale, now's the time. Be sure and hit my online store, kathyhouse.stampinup.net, or you can shop from my blog and see what's on sale in the mini, or what's marked down before they go away in the mini catalog. Alrighty, thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here soon. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.